for ardiis that he has a better performance than Angel on Yoru, because if he doesn't, he will never hear the end of it.
Yep.
So for his sake, I really hope this is a lights out map, and already the challenge as ardiis is on 1 HP. The wall did decay him slightly, but 12 isn't much more. Still manages to find 2, but Cutioner says anything you can do, I can do better. He's already put them into a man advantage, and it doesn't last too long, as you can see.
Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like when it comes to pistol rounds, SUYGETSU is the danger man. He's the one you have to watch out for. Well, they are watching out for him, but QutionerX not quite able to take him down early. He's going to get another bite of the cherry, and it doesn't work out. SUYGETSU winning that one. Now they know exactly where Brave is, isolated to the back of the corner. The thing is, he can isolate these duels himself, take them 1v1, but look at the way NAVI are playing it. They are waiting to try and pick this one together. It's a ruse, or he's there, and you get an early fight. So for them, it's probably worth it. Instead, yeah, they've just sort of wasted a bit of time, but they do get themselves the site control relatively for free. Good dart. Is going to give, well, what seemed like an easier fight, and in fact, ardiis has decided he's got to try and get out of there. Zyppan still in the back lines being pinged up, but there's not going to be much they can do. He might have to do a little bit of extra damage with that shock. A couple of low players, and now they're a little bit lower.
Still got another shock dart to work with. Snakebite on its way. That's where you combo. It's a little late on the land. pAura out wide on his low HP, and he'll be caught through the wall. QutionerX in the same boat, 22 health, but he's got a nice pyramid to play behind. Elite's going to be tagged up too. ardiis round the side with a quick kill, and the wall's blocking off REAZY, who's now all alone. He's got a shock dart, but he's been revealed in the corner, and they are to give them a fighting chance in, well, in the fights. They're hoping to...
What?
So this is the same gate crash we saw, and I think we're getting the idea of why. Paranoia popped in, fight off the back of it, but it has left NAVI with a couple of losses. I think an innovative TP is right up there in the spawn. Quick rotation to A, so he can be globally present with this op. But Angel will not be present at all. Smokes down and out. ardiis is going up top. This is a nasty angle to fight into mid and catch the rotations, and almost certainly something that's going to catch Elite off guard as he goes to rotate. But ardiis gives up the angle.
It's too little, too late. They're finally making their move back around, but even if there was anybody here, they would have been reduced to no utility
30 seconds
with
left.
that null command. Hunter's Fury is going to connect. The thing is, pAura goes down, but obviously he can just be... Oh no, wait, did his null command run out the second that second pulse hit? That is cursed. He actually dies to that. It looked like he was going to obviously just be res, so it isn't even that much of a risk. Now, ardiis going through. I assume he has a shorty in his pocket, or he's about to just try and TP away from there. Kind of stuck in the mud. No, he is going to go for it. Hits the shot, but still as an operator. This is not the weapon you want to have in this corner. His teammates slowly looking to try and round the corner. Even caught off by his own utility is so good, but they're winning every single fight. And now Brave last man. Utility you want to go into. Now, you might be able to shut down one player's utility, and that is going to be the case, but the cage is still there, the trips are still there, and SUYGETSU is as well. They are finding everything here, Mitch.
Well, you can see from BBL on the way through, you know, there's too many angles to clear, and they get tunnel visioned in on Shao, who they couldn't deal with on the initial dash. A little too slow, making their way through. So those players backside are able to catch them off guard. The fact that you've got SUYGETSU there so early, now ardiis is here, quarter of the map potentially gone already. There is a lot of work to do on this attacking side, somewhere that we've seen BBL thrive. In fact, the main highlight of the last map was their attacking side streak. It was the only highlight, and they've lost so much. They might even lose it.
For this A site. It's a passive hold, but it's ardiis again with this operator. They have struggled to deal with this man, and while this round again, it's just one hero rifle. No hero rifles.
Well,
they got an op now.
They've picked up an op, so it's a worthwhile trade.
Spike planted.
BBL with a serious chance, and they're hitting sheriff shots instead of the rifle, instead of your...
Who needs them?
Your operator, yeah, just go on in, tap the heads, and a completely different sense of this game in this round, rather, compared to what we've seen so far. NAVI shut down, and they'll no doubt want to reset into the next. Now, they could try to fight for this with all the credits they've got. It's not like rifles being saved is a huge benefit, but it's starting to look like it might be too far gone. That time ticking. REAZY having his Hunter's Fury, but he's on side. He's being pressured, and the Sheriff add a bit of a mid-split to this. They want to challenge A.
Yeah, they need to try and clear out Shao.
Huge.
He's dancing his way out of it. will be able to survive, but he's on low HP, and they didn't expect that wraparound. QutionerX, the one to take the space, getting in to the back of the site, but ardiis has shut him down. Viper's Pit definitely going to make things a little bit more awkward, and with Elite stepping up, it now just leaves 2 men standing. Now, as you mentioned, the finances of Navi. Oh, the chance and the shot from ardiis. Well, I think that's just a parting gift, because I don't think there's any way they get back into this one. Although saying that, Paranoia has just been used from Angel. He still wants to try and make this costly. Elite, though, is just not missing a beat.
Okay, no panic, no worries. It's down to damage, really. They've spotted ardiis. He might just get out of here. He might... He might just get out of here. No, but now they're surrounding him. Now they're fighting. I don't think direction. In fact, both players now backs turned to each other. They have no idea, and ardiis turns at the right moment, catches QutionerX, takes him down, now uses the ult to grab more information. With pAura shut down, there's not much else to be said because they've spotted Brave, and the flank coming around now from... Never mind. Never mind, there's no flank needed. It's just here. It's on A site, moving in towards middle. Now, this position isn't bad to play from, but there's a lurk from the Cypher, and they bypassed this pit completely. Looking in towards the A site, wall down, plant in.
Spike planted.
Pit is essentially useless. I mean, it will at least guarantee double doors control for a while, but eventually that Viper's going to want to turn back and look towards A, and that is a nice sound cue for Elite to then start his lurk, if he even comes to that. It's very late.
Already again, a couple of players to the back of site. Zyppan knows roughly where they are, but not really finding too much value with it. And in the meantime, pAura's managed to collect the double kill. It's left onto Zyppan. As said, he's been a hero throughout this game so far, but to win this one would need an absolute miracle. The time already gone. It's only going to be to pad the stats a little bit. pAura hoping he'll catch something with the knife, but oh, he's so close to just taking out the drone completely. Instead, it will be QutionerX to go down. He was the man to find kills in the previous pistol, even without the win. REAZY, though, has done well to at least do a little bit of extra damage. Shock Dart is actually going to tank Zyppan down to low HP while he plants, but he's going to move himself back to give them a slightly more open plant, especially if SUYGETSU is going to late lurk through.
They have no idea about Shao, but they've closed the door just in case. Unfortunately, pAura has gone down. And good night, Shao. Surely, no, he's dancing around, dodging the bullets as he goes. Snakebite blocks him in. He's trapped now, forced into a fight with Brave, as on the site, Elite swings wide. Shao holding on for dear life, but Brave will win it. Through the wall goes REAZY, and down he falls. Navi keeping things nice and even, which is exactly what they want. The right clicks are not nice, but it gets there in the end, thanks to Elite stepping in to help out. Here comes Zyppan. The shots are not landing. One hell of a good game from them. A disappointment considering what we know of that map and this region. But here on Breeze, it was an unknown, and I think without a doubt, we can say Navi have come out of this looking slightly better. That was a whiffy start from QutionerX, and in the end, he's traded out by Shao. Numbers thinning out on that defensive side, and, well, pAura better be able to show up here.
Yeah, this is a real gamble of an angle.
So
like, it's definitely an off angle. It's just whether or not, luckily for him, the second player is low, so there's actually a pretty good chance that he holds on to this, but the fact he's able to fade away through that poison orb is good. Paranoia will put him in an awkward position, and they are just picking Navi apart, leaving only Angel left. Like 1 or 2 players, maybe this makes the buy in the next round a little bit more tentative. He's going to make it, so this is definitely going to be a pace change. TP just to get out of there, running straight through onto the site, already going to be pinging information for his teammates, and actually Paranoia used to help him out. It's a freebie, a one and done, but that's absolutely fine. The rest of the team now garnering that extra space. Still 2 players here for the side of BBL, and the rest rotating in. Can't really do anything to deny this plant at least yet, but they're quick to go for the retake.
Oh yeah, already primed and ready once that wall went down. Stepping their way back towards the site. A good opening by QutionerX. The ult used as well by Elite. Neural theft, grabbing them all the information, and SUYGETSU now stands alone, 1 versus 3, swinging out wide to deny.
Utility was there, meant that he was already in the site. I think the Angel managed to TP past it, but the rest was still stuck out.
QutionerX, the only problem really is that Yoru is setting up, and we're about to see the space taken on the site. The flash was unreal. Perfect, on the dot. And the site is now fallen, all because of that. Viper's wall about to fall, and as they look to catch the players still rotating in, ardiis is around the back of sight, picking heads for days. This one, there were weaknesses, that's for sure. But once ardiis has a rifle in his hand, it's never over. SUYGETSU and Angel have theirs. Shao's recovered. And the time just seems to be too low already to root out these players. A crossfire on backside. pAura tagged down so desperately low, and REAZY doesn't last a second.
Well, you mentioned potentially having more kills than his opponents. He also has more kills than the bottom 3 players of his team, just him on his own. Yeah. Angel has gone out of the smoke with the spike.
Now that right there, folks, that right there is an Angel round. They always win these. That's the worst part about it. I hate it. I hate that it's always true, but somehow they do it. Cutioner, end it here, please. Stop NAVI from winning this one. Buy us another round. Good shot to start this one out. Still a player on the ground they want to bring back, but that's not going to happen. Not today. Shao with another as pAura eventually falls. And so QutionerX, REAZY, an elite. 3 versus 2. In fact, just 1. It's ardiis. Needs all 3. Has his ult online. He can reposition, reset into this one, and oh, he's down to the classic.
Oh, the ult that's on the other side. Already, space being taken. This time, the ult's complete. The spike even is completely on the ground. And the man who is up mid is the only one who can go and retrieve it.
And he got past the cam. They were watching the cam for that exact reason. I mentioned it the other round, but this time he just TPs across, realizes the gap in their play with pAura down as well. NAVI are miles in the lead with a plant coming in on A, pressure on B. BBL don't know what the hell is going on. They don't know where to go. But in fact, ardiis is not letting them go anywhere. He was sticking around, just harassing them, keeping them in position as eventually the plant comes down. It is a 5v3, Viper's Pit online, and unlikely to even be used, certainly to even be needed with ardiis in his off position, but he's being dropped now. Maybe they start to think about the Viper's Pit, about even putting down their wall from Viper, just using any of her utility. There's a snake bite at least, that's something. But the round seems locked in. It could always slip out of their grasp, though. Brave goes down, elite quick on the trade. There's the Viper's Pit. Finally, a sense of desperation on NAVI as they just want to end the series here. And the time ticking so low with the pit in play. No snake bite, though, thanks to it being used earlier, and it will not be needed. Zyppan closes this one.